Yes. Yes. Looks good. Okay. What's this? It's daylight. So today was PT day, and my daughter fell asleep on the drive home after on the way back from grandma's. So she's probably going to be up in the middle of the night when I'm usually working, and I'm going to try to get as much done now while she is sleeping. So I did a little bit earlier because she woke me up at like 6:30 this morning, and okay. Yeah, I did get a little bit, it's up because the player inventory, and I kept trying to fix it this morning while my daughter kept trying to pull me out of my chair. My brain just does not like that. But I did get to... Is that going to show up? It should. Maybe if I make the button smaller, because that's the image. I did get to play around with it while... Is that just kind of opaque? After PT while I was up there. Yeah, that's just kind of opaque. So actually, if I make it a little bit more opaque... I don't know why I'm tweaking it here. It should be tweaked here. Let's go normal. But I did get it fixed, so that's good. And I'll kind of show, maybe bring it down to a 2, because I want that green to show up, but I need the button in the forefront. So I have this image panel that's just kind of green, and I might up the opacity here so that it looks a little bit better. And what it does right now, that I can show what the problem is. If I click on that, yeah, currently it does that, and it's just supposed to show which seed is active, so the player knows what seed they're going to be planting, and that right there is not great. But I do believe that I fixed it when I was tweaking it on the laptop earlier, so that is a good thing. Okay, so I'm going to look up at the top. I don't know if I still need that active. I don't think that actually does anything. But at the end, let's see, do I have anything? Yeah, I do have this. And I don't need that. I don't need that. I don't need this. What is that? Okay, that's here. Yeah, I don't need that. And there's nothing there. Okay. So I shouldn't need the check for visibility in the front, but if I do, I'll set that up. So what I did here was to get the seed, because that's the seeds correspond with the ID. So if the seed is equal to, put that there, the ID, rich, and get the seed active image. If that's true, set it to visible. Is that right? I don't think that's right. Set. Oh no, it is. It just looks different from 4.2.6. 5.3, 4.2.6. Okay. So if it's true, set it to visible. If the seed does not equal the ID, then it is hidden. So down here is where I had the most trouble. So one, this needs to be an and, not an or. Like, that makes sense. The ID needs to be 3 or less, or 1 or more. 3 or less and 1 or more, so between 1 and 3. Hopefully it'll work. Hopefully it'll work. If not, I'll figure it out. So then as the player, set the seed to the ID. Stop that. I'm going to remove this. Maybe it is or. I don't know. My brain's doing flip-flops. Okay, ID is set to seed and then update visibility. And it doesn't need an input. And I'll do a print string to check that boolean. Let's see if it does that. And it crashed. That's not a good thing. That is not a good thing. We'll get there. We'll get there. It might be the and. It'll get there. open. Okay, so I'm just going to take this out for now. There might be another way I can check that later. It might be ore. It might be ore. Cancel player inventory. Ah, yeah, that's probably that could have been what crashed it. So actually I'll just go and update that now. So for this, I didn't think it would be difficult to deactivate the button just visually, just to show the player, hey, this isn't your seat anymore. But it was for some reason. I had a hard time finding information on it, but eventually this was the fix that I came up with, and it seemed to work. But this is the thing that could have caused the crash. And we'll keep the update gold just in case. And fetch item is still the same. The widget is still the same. Children is still the same, but from the widget, I want to do another bind event update visibility. Just pull it off. Just pull it off. Just pull it off. This is update visibility. Okay. So when the button is clicked, we're not selling hello, and we're not selling the seed that's in the player inventory is set to the ID, or the seed that's on the player character is set to the ID, so it will equal and is active. And then it calls update visibility, and from the binding here where the grid is set up, it clears it, resets it back up, and opens up for another update visibility, which loops it back to the beginning. So every time one of the buttons is active, it'll reset, which is the thing that makes it inactive. And it seems way more complicated than it should have been to deactivate a button. Like, see, I still need to fix this, I think. But one is correct. I might need to have the thing at the beginning. I thought I didn't, but I might have to. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I have these in the inventory. Cauliflower seed is active. Pumpkin seed is active. Cauliflower seed deactivates. Watermelon seed is active. Okay, I might need to fix it. I might need to fix it. I thought I had this. I feel like there was something else. Okay, I'm gonna go back to here. and just maybe. So what I had at the beginning of here is if it is active, or if it is visible. Yeah, that's the thing that I had. So maybe that's why this is broken down here. I'll do this anyway, even if it doesn't do anything. So you come here. Item button. That's the button. That's not the image. So that could also be a problem. I'm just in case, I'm going to change it to that. It might not make a difference, it might make a difference, I don't know. But if it works, it works. Okay, now let's try it. No green squares, that's good. Click on that, that's good. It might be conflicting a little bit with the button in the back. Bison, they're there. Yeah, you can, and the selling is still, you can still sell stuff. And it's not going to activate the button because of the selling branch. But I can come over here, pumpkin seed. It's doing that thing where it doesn't deactivate. It doesn't update. Yeah, see, pumpkin seed is correct, and then it switches to watermelon seed. This was the issue that I had. It wasn't updating. That's not... What the fuck? How did I get there? I'm on the command prompt. I would like to not be on the command prompt. Help. Help. Okay. Player, pick up the visibility. It's just going to be me going back and forth between these going, it's the same! Why is it not acting the same? Clear children. Loop. There was a text over here a little bit ago. Take gold. It's not that. Is it? Okay, the one on this is public. The one on this is private. How did... And this doesn't even show how it became public. I'm not sure it matters though, because it's not being accessed outside of here. It's the call spawns a new item and refills it. So it's not that. She might be awake. I might not be able to do like a whole lot tonight. Okay, it's doing an update call, but it is not. It's not getting the bind. Visibility changed. Update visibility. It's not running the update. It's calling, but it's not receiving. What the fuck? Did I really do that? Did my snail brain really do that? I'm gonna throw shit. I'm gonna throw so much shit. I'm gonna throw all the shit. It's fine. It's fine. It worked perfect. It works perfectly. It's my freaking snail brain. I do want to item ID is less than equal to 3, and I'm gonna try or greater than equal to 1. I don't know. Because part of my brain says if something is greater than equal to 1, it'll extend past 3. And I really don't want to just make a branch for each one. I know what I can do. Okay, I don't want it to activate. Okay, I'm gonna try. See, that's what I was thinking. Like, if it's greater than or equal to 1, 4 is still gonna work if 4 is used. Awesome. Awesome. Now, because cauliflower is in my inventory, does it show up in the same spot? Does it have its own? It should have its own spot. No, it shows up in the same spot. Cauliflower, pumpkin seed. That. Why are you still green? Why are you still green? Whatever. Whatever. I'm not gonna spend my whole day, my entire day, on a button. I got shit that I gotta take care of. Okay. So I need to adjust the grow beds. I need to adjust the blueprints that pop out the grow beds. So let me look at that. Snail growing plants. In the planter. Yeah, because this runs on 0, I wanted to start on 1 so that the seed aligns with the item ID from the inventory and not. And it can run from the seed itself. Do I have this running from the seed itself? Yeah, that's fine. And then instead of the have each seed, I'm gonna just, because this is set up so wonky and I don't want to rebuild the whole thing, remove from inventory, yeah. And that'll just go 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then it'll spawn the actor. That shouldn't be a problem. So I'm gonna go try planting. Yeah. I have an inventory. I'm gonna try planting. Grass. Fluffy grass. I still need to learn about frickin' collisions. Otherwise, this is going to be a pain in the ass for people. Okay, so I got cauliflower seed. I can plant cauliflower seed. I only had 5 cauliflower seeds, so that's a problem. I can plant way too many cauliflower seed. It says I have an inventory. Okay, let me look at... the inventory component. This is removed from inventory. What else can I do about this? find the value, okay. Is that right? Hold up, hold up, hold up. Inventory map. Help me figure out what's going on here. Where's my player? Okay, so I have cauliflower. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay, so maybe I can just use the find then. Just to get through this. This is not going to be pretty and it's not going to be clean, but it is going to work, damn it. Okay, it should have planted 5. Maybe that was a glitch. Maybe I wasn't standing on the planter just right. Try again. Hello. Yes, can I help you? Really? Really? You gonna help me? One, two, three, four. Why? Nope. Nope. Hello. No, not greater than. If the value of find is greater than 0, plant it. Excuse me. Is it a problem with this planter? cute. But what can I do about that? What can I do about that? Yeah, nope, it's gonna be dirty. Yeah, it removes it from the inventory, but it doesn't plant it. Will that do it? Like, I feel like because it's getting removed from the map, that's where the issue is, because once it's removed from the map, it wouldn't read an integer, so this isn't gonna do anything. Yeah, it's just gonna keep planting. So I actually need this, and instead of it completely being removed, something that is similar. Got the item ID, and if it finds the item ID, it removes one, but that is it. Instead of remove here, I'm just going to put and add to the map, to the ID, to the ID, I only want the seed to plant if it's a seed, if the item ID is 123, and then find it, decrement it, and it'll be 0. So the remove from inventory is only going to be if the item ID is greater than 3, because then it won't be a seed. So there won't be any seed selling. There'll just be seed purchasing and produce selling. And the trap will be removed from the inventory too. Like anything above 3 will be removed from the inventory, but the seeds won't. The seeds will always be in the inventory, they'll just be 0. But it's going to be plant seed for 1. And I'm going to try that first. Actually, because it's just removing it. It's just removing it. It's not checking. So if it is greater than 0. And it's not. It's sitting in there. But from there, no, it's still doing the same thing. It's still doing the same thing. Yes. Maybe I don't need this part. Nope. 1. Okay, so it thinks that I have 1, and it's not doing anything about that. Head scratcher. Finally made it. Yay! Finally looked at my chat. I'm trying to figure this out. I have a map which is a key and a value. The item ID is the key, so it finds the value, which is the quantity. So when it finds the quantity, it subtracts 1 and that becomes the new value that's attached to the inventory. If this is 0, it was initially add map so that it's 0. But if I do this, find the value of 1, which is cauliflower, 1 is cauliflower, and it spits out the number. If this number is greater than 0, which means that the seeds exist, it will plant cauliflower. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Okay. Now the cauliflowers need to be added to the inventory. Yes, perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect. Okay. Now, the cauliflower pickup, instead of it going here, going here, going here, from the player, so this should be easy. This should just be 1 for cauliflower and 1 cauliflower. Cross your fingers. No. So from the inventory map, it finds a value. It increments that value based on the count, which is 1. And that goes into the ID with the map. If it finds a value. If the value already exists, it adds to the value. So after adding it to the inventory, then look at this. Click on the button. Money spent. Add to inventory. Purchase item. Add to inventory. Debugging. So they are being added to the map. They are being added to the map. they're not being added, the map isn't updating in the UI. So this is when money is spent. It adds to the inventory. Player inventory item. Inventory count. The count is tied here. And it has no relation to the map? Gold. Price. I don't think it has a relation to the map. That's not... Where does that inventory count come from? Inventory count, integer. Well, no, that doesn't make sense. Because the whole reason that the player has a cauliflower in the first place is because it was added to the inventory. How far am I into the game? I have a map. I have a player. I have animations. He can do a whole bunch. Right now, I have an inventory, and I can select a cauliflower seed because that's what I have, and I can plant those seeds, and that works well. They grow, they pop, I can pick them up. It says that they're updated in the map, and the problem that I'm working on right now is that this doesn't seem to be updating. There's collisions that I need to fix on this bridge and the water, but otherwise it's going pretty well. I still need to set up the other two kind of like objective objective actors. One's an alchemist where you give watermelons for salt iron, and the other is the blacksmith that once he has so many salt iron, he'll give you a death snail trap, and this is the death snail. And so out of everything that's required of the jam so far, I have one thing. With everything in that, I have one thing, or maybe two things, and that is, you know, I have death. I can do death very well. And that the game is going to take more than 5 minutes to play. Cross my fingers in that. So that's basically how far I've gotten, and right now I am working on, you know, why the count in the inventory doesn't update. And I need to figure that out. Because this should... It should add to the inventory, and it does. Purchase item. That's objectively wrong, but not really an issue right now. What I need is if I give the shopkeep a cauliflower, can I buy a cauliflower? Is there an issue with the cauliflower? That's gonna take forever. I moved you. Did I not move you? I moved a crop plot. Where'd that crop plot go? Oh no. have the player. No, it updates there. So that's not the issue. This is the best part. Something is broken, and there's no clear way to how to fix it. Where does the inventory count come from? And oh my god, this isn't even the correct inventory count, is it? Because if I start with one, then it shouldn't print one after I pick one up. Why are you broken? That says 1. And that says 1. But there should be 2 in the... I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this. Something... For... Okay. Fetch item, count, inventory count. Fetch item, as player character, player inventory, in the inventory map, maybe I need to set up a function. But I didn't need to do that for this third person character. I could just add it. Player inventory, add item. And it was there. Am I an idiot? Okay. So it's not adding. As of course, why would there be 5 cauliflower seeds after I just planted 5 cauliflowers? Yeah, I'm just dumb. Oh my god. Yeah, no, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. I'm 4 days into game making tired. That's where I am. All the code just turns into spaghetti in my brain. So I sit here for an hour like, what am I doing wrong? I'm not using my eyes. That's what I'm doing wrong. Okay, now that that is all set, I can set this all up for the other things. This is gonna look ugly as sin. It's gonna look so bad. gonna test this out. Yep, you do need. Boop. Boop. Just gonna go through all of this. I don't think I need to. But anyway, okay. Okay, planting works just fine. That's not going to be anything because I haven't set those up yet, but they should be just as easy as the cauliflower as long as I'm not, blind. Growing pumpkin, growing watermelon, pumpkin pickup. Add to inventory. If cauliflower is 4, then pumpkin is 5. And if pumpkin is 5, then watermelon is 6. Excuse me. Come here, watermelon. There we go. There's 5 cauliflower, 5 pumpkin, 5 watermelon. Yes. Okay, so I need to actually make notes and write it down, but I need to collider the water. I need to adjust the collider on the bridge. I need to set up the glider. we have a shopkeeper. Need to get rid of this cauliflower. Beautiful. Okay. I need to adjust the selling of the inventory. If I'm not going to remove the seeds from the inventory. Here. Yeah. So if the item ID is greater than 3, then do this. So you can buy seeds, you can't sell seeds, you have to plant your seeds. Try it again. I should plant the watermelons first so that they're ready. Boop, 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 boop. Beep, 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 beep. Oh, they're not done growing yet. Grow watermelons! But progress! Progress! I have an inventory system. It only took me 2 days. Now it's the questing system, the objectives. Maybe not like on-screen objectives, but I have to imagine, like, coming from the first time somebody playing this, if I have controls, if I have a control page that says, hey, there's tab for your inventory and there's already 5 cauliflower seeds in your inventory, and if you walk over a crop plot and press it, then you have to press E to plant something. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. Okay, I oopsed. I oopsed. This is not here. This is for buying stuff. This is for buying stuff. What I actually need is this. And if selling is true and the item ID is greater than 3, need to delay. I need to put a better delay on the inventory. Because this shouldn't show up until it's already... until it's like at him, until the camera's done moving. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Boop, 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 boop. Probably doing this the hard way, but whatever. You gotta think, how much time would it take? You grow 5 cauliflower, you come over here, you sell the 5 cauliflower, you buy so many pumpkin seeds. Okay, yeah, you can no longer sell pumpkin seed, the seeds at 0. Or you can no longer sell seeds, which is good. And you can buy seeds. Okay. Yes! Yes, this is good. This is where I want to be. Ah! So now I can stop. 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 Take that out. And if I have time, I'll try to put up a quest HUD, an objective HUD, but I still have to put in a menu and do the graphics and fill up the town. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So I need a variation of this guy. Yeah, I won't do the separate one. To talk to Alchemist. This one. Yeah. Okay, and event graph. Yes. 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 Okay, so here I need to make a separate widget for her. I'm gonna put her down. What you got? There she is. And adjust the camera. Where's my player? Come here, player. It's probably an easier way to do this, but I don't know what it is yet. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so for her widget, eep, fetch shop item. Oh, that's the this, but I'm not going to use this shopkeeper widget. I'm going to use a different widget. Alchemist inventory. Yeah. So it was in here. Okay, alright. Nope. At least I don't think so. Yeah. Yeah. These can all go bye-bye. I'll delete him too. Okay, so now there should just be shop this alchemist. So when I come in here and switch this to alchemist, and get a reference to the alchemist, Okay. So when the widget is constructed, it doesn't need maybe I should give it a player. Yeah. It doesn't need a mode switch. It doesn't need a player inventory. Yeah. Don't need that anymore. This is going to populate it, but it doesn't need this. That's still fine. And it doesn't have a switch mode anymore, so it doesn't need that. What are you upset about? Oh, this is player grid, and player grid isn't necessary anymore. And update mode isn't necessary. Okay, so in the shop inventory item, I actually need this price if the item ID is equal to 7, which should be the salt iron. actually yeah, I'll just delete this. Because this can be the same. And from here, take that, branch, false, if the item ID is equal to 7, then the price is formatted to watermelons. And data table, saw iron, say the blacksmith needs 5 saw iron and I want the player to grow 50 watermelons, then the saw iron would be 10 watermelons. And I actually need to add one more. 8. And this is the snail trap. And it's going to be 5 saw iron. Yeah. So I might actually need to do one more if I'm setting the same inventory up for the blacksmith. You can sit there. And so the alchemist has one inventory of 7. Widget, alchemist inventory. Get a reference to self. Okay. So let me look at that. Watermelons. I can buy it now. needs to be, yep, that needs to be removed from viewport. That's an issue with the Alchemist inventory, because it is trying to remove the shopkeeper inventory instead of the alchemist inventory. Perfect. Okay. Now, blacksmith. Grizzled blacksmith. And I'm just gonna delete this until I get a new widget. Is he on the ground? Yeah, he's on the ground. Okay. Player, 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 there you are. I need to switch that. Yeah, should be okay. Whee. So, I should be able to create this from the Alchemist one really easily. You know, when I first heard the theme was Code Alchemy, I was confused about it, but I had already started like working on this snail game in my head. So I figured that, you know, I would add an alchemist to it. It's a very broad theme. I'm not even really sure what it means, but I'm doing this and crossing my fingers. This is where my motivation is. Okay. You. So, the game is that the player is a farmer living in a peaceful area. You can plant crops and bring them to the town to sell them for money and stuff. So everything's kind of peaceful, except you're being chased by a death snail the entire time. And as the game continues, the snail is going to get a little bit faster and faster and faster. So the idea is that you can grow your crops, sell them, get seeds to get more expensive crops, until you have enough watermelons to give to the alchemist. She'll turn the watermelons into salt iron. You can give them to the blacksmith, and he'll make you a death snail trap. And that's how you win. Because one of the parameters of the jam is that you have to have a win condition and you have to have a lose condition. So that's my win condition, is that you trap the death snail. Blacksmith. Yes, change variable type. Okay. So here, I hope it's interesting. Cross my fingers. This needs to be blacksmith inventory. Because I don't think there was anything else. Yes, there is. Here, okay. I think, you know, whether the game is interesting, whether I win or lose, wherever I place in, I think there's either 30 participants or there's 30 groups making games. The most important thing is that I'm learning more, like a lot more, which is great. Yeah, that compiled fine, so go back here. Right, somebody asked me either last night or day 2. I don't remember, they're all blurring together. But how long I've been using Unreal Engine. And that was kind of like I've been learning Unreal Engine for about a year now, and so this is a good milestone project of being like, hey, I can do some of this. A lot of this is coming from tutorials, but then I can take that information that I get from the tutorials and make it a little bit different, like the inventory system. So the inventory system in the tutorial taught me about maps, and I got more practice with functions and macros, so that's cool. I just started making my game as well. Good luck to you. I'm a struggle busing, need to unreal myself, yeah. The best way to learn is, yeah, do and try things, absolutely. But yeah, good luck to you as well, because it can be overwhelming. Like, today, it's still not fixed. But if I go in here and I go into my inventory, say I cooked the cauliflower seed, and I've been struggling with this since this morning. I thought I had fixed it because I played with it in 4.2.6 today, but when I brought it back over into 5.3, I can't make the green go away. It does with the other ones, but it doesn't with the cauliflower seed, and I don't know why. But, you know, it is where it is. It's at where it's at. I am making progress, though, so good things. So, when wrong button, right button. Let me go pick up some seeds. The green that is around the icon, that should indicate what seed the player is going to plant. So if I have cauliflower seeds, I have pumpkin seed, I have watermelon seed, I can select the cauliflower seed, and now that's green. And that shows the player, okay, you can plant cauliflower seed. It should switch over. Oh. You saw that, right? I'm not crazy. It was doing it. Maybe it's a glitch with the button. Dude, this morning, not even this morning, like an hour ago, I was getting mad at the cauliflower because it wasn't updating in the inventory. I put in the wrong item ID, and that's why it wasn't updating in the inventory. It was giving me more seeds. I'm just gonna, boop. That's my desk now. That's my desk now. Okay, so I need to make it so the alchemist removes watermelon and gives me salt iron instead. Oh, did I fix the blacksmith? I need to check on the blacksmith real quick. You should only be selling 8s. The models were from the Unreal Marketplace. I wonder if I can just... They were the only thing that I spent money on for this project, and it wasn't a whole lot either. Low poly medieval peasants. These guys. They're like $16 for quite a bit of peasants, and yeah, 10 character. They're rigged, and they come with really basic animation, which worked well for me, so I could set up the animation blueprints really easily. So I thought, yeah, for $16 for this project, I will take that. And then everything else, let's see, there's the, where are you? Fantastic. A lot of the environment is from this Fantastic Village pack, which I picked up for free. I don't know if it's still free, or if it was free at one point, and I just got it because of the free content per month. But yeah, this one is really nice because the houses and stuff, I'm trying to open my content browser from not this game. If I go into here and I go into blueprints, the houses are already set up with lights and smoke animation, so that was like a super find. But like I said, I don't know how much, if I got it for free sometime, if it's still free or anything, but I definitely recommend if you're going for like a low poly stylized thing. Probably about a year. I think I started in my for my college courses, I started using Unreal in my environment class, and that was just building an environment from scratch. So I modeled this old, really creepy looking meat packing factory that was inspired by a place that I used to live. So yeah, that was about a year ago because I moved up here and then I modeled it. Yeah. So I've been working in Unreal for about a year, and so far I really like it. I've been able to do a lot of cool things with it, and eventually I would like to go back to some of my other projects, like that meat factory that I told you about, and like make a horror game with it. Like that's a goal for me. But I also have this other bigger project that's always on my mind that I've been working on, and I took a break to do this game jam, and I'm glad that I did, because I'm getting a lot more skills and stuff for it. Where am I? What am I doing? I am trying to... The Red Bull's kicking in. Okay. So I need to... started last week. Seems pretty straightforward with blueprints, but I've never done anything with stuff outside of Unity character creating for things like VR chat through Blender and rigging in Unity. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that Unity could rig. I'm still, like, Unity is something that I'd like to learn too, along with Blender, because eventually my student licenses are gonna run out on my modeling software, so I'm gonna need it. Do you enjoy Blender? Like, have you used any other software in comparison to Blender? Okay, so this spawns the shop grid. So in the inventory, when the button is clicked, this is going to get gold and spend gold. Just basically set up animations and stuff in Unity, really to make the... Oh, okay. That's interesting. Do you enjoy Blender? Clothes and stuff. Yeah, I've seen some demos of like the claw simulation. Yeah, I really need to get into Blender more, definitely. So I need to. So this is spend gold. That comes off the player character. Clothes simulation is way better in Marvelous Designer works. Is Marvelous Designer, is that a software that I can look up and explore? Okay, yeah, but not for free. Yeah, but I can still check it out. Make a note of that. Not for free. Oops. Great sewing program. Okay. Okay, so I need to check if the item ID is if it's 7. Make the game multiplayer. I think I'm barely functioning to try to get this finished by Sunday. If I expand on it, which I would like to, like, I feel like I'm making an early access. I would try making it multiplayer. I would try making it VR. Okay, if this is Did I ever check the blacksmith inventory if that was working right? My brain is like all over the place. Octopus snail brain. Talk to a blacksmith. Snail trap. 5 gold. Okay, that's not right. Here. Yeah, no, I put this in the wrong spot. It's not equal to 7, so this is actually... This goes there. This goes there. I have so much... God, I have so much spaghetti code. Oh my god. Okay. 8. So something is connected funny to this. Okay. Okay. If it's true, yes. If not, check if it's 8. Yes. Okay. If it's not, check if it's 8. If it's true, salt iron. If not, gold. Okay. So now that just says salt iron. Taking classes on this stuff must be coming in handy now, huh? Zero training and YouTube isn't helping much. Depending on what you want to do, I have some playlists that are helpful. Price. There it goes. Like this whole inventory system came from Ryan? Brian Lolly? I wonder if I can share that. It's kind of advanced as far as like maps and interfaces and stuff. Like school was great for like time management. There was a lot more focus on here, let me paste that, on like group project management, how to plan out a project and follow through with it, like traceability matrices and stuff, and just some of the basics of building in the environment class. But a lot of the stuff that was specific to Unreal, a lot of it's from YouTube, just so much. But I also, like, I'm on YouTube every day. I research and I research and I research and I research, and then I practice and then I research some more. And I think what school did is it motivated me to stay focused, I think, because I took, I'm almost done. I have one term left, but there are 2 classes a term. So it was really easy to just focus on one thing or the other, and not like, oh, modeling, animation, rigging, so all this. Before I started school, it was overwhelming to think of making game, and now it's like, oh, I'm pulling something together after 4 years, which is really cool. Okay, so yeah, that's the check the blacksmith again. Make sure that he has the right pricing. Yes, 5 salt iron. Okay, so now I just gotta get them to take away for this one in particular. Gold, update gold. This needs to be something else because it needs to be watermelon centric. So get the inventory. Get the inventory map. Not key. Find the amount of watermelons that I have, and that is the balance, and the format is watermelons. Okay, 0 watermelons, we need 10 watermelons. So I was working on the items. Yeah, like this, that's a mess. And now we're gonna work on this mess. Okay, so if the item ID equals 7, get the inventory. Get the inventory map. Find the watermelons if they are greater than equal to 10. Then remove from inventory That's going to remove one at a time. There's probably a cleaner way to do that, but this is where I'm at. I'm gonna have to dot here because I'm gonna need 8 as well. Okay, let's see if that yields results. Actually, I need to give the player some watermelon. This is for a game jam that I learned about from the school Discord. It is kind of set up by the teachers or a couple of the teachers. They're also participating. So yeah, it's kind of fun, and then I get to show off like, hey, I can do this. I love learning it, and I love just seeing it come to life. Like, this world was empty 4 days ago. Okay, can I get... Let's see. Okay, so it did work here. I'm gonna call that a win, and I'm gonna figure out how to update the watermelons in the UI at some point. Because I want to get the functionality with the blacksmith as well. That is... So here... It was the gold. Okay. Can't tell if that was a car or a flashlight. inventory. Inventory map. Find 7. Okay. That says salt iron, that's good. So I thought about in here, yeah, remove from parent, and then it needs to update it needs to update here in the event graph. Shop grid, bind on money spent. So I want to replace here because this is where the gold is. Watermelon traded, because she'll only be dealing with watermelon. So what I can do from there is instead of money spent, bind to watermelon. And just delete that. Add the pin. Event graph. So I could do it from here instead of there. On completed, call watermelon traded, and then once watermelon traded, update gold and make this a 7 1. You don't like that. Trade watermelon. It likes that. It likes that just fine. I still have watermelon? Yeah, I still have watermelon. Yes. Yes! Success! I love when things work and I don't have to fight with them for an hour. That's the best thing. Okay, so now we just gotta do the same thing with the blacksmith. Hey, look at this mess. Okay, so from false, I can pull this off, find seven, and if it is greater than equal to 5, I can't see anything. Okay. I gotta do the if the item ID first. That does not go there. If the item ID equals 8, branch, and then check to see if the saw iron is in the inventory, and if it is in the inventory, loop. Yeah, thanks. Hope you have a good night too. Thanks for chatting with me. It was fun. Not a for each loop, just a for loop. Just a for loop. For oh, wrong thing. I need to use my reroute nodes more often. Remove from inventory. Seven, and then Marvelous Designer, Substance. I do use Substance Painter. I use Substance Painter for the snail. Blender, Unreal, great stuff to work with if you ever do end up dabbling further. Good night. Yeah, good night. Thank you so much. Those are great suggestions. Yes. I want salt iron. And then call it. Yes. And then in the blacksmith inventory. Okay, yeah, in the blacksmith inventory from the shop grid, coal, salt iron traded, no, not coal, bind, salt iron traded, and then I need to delete that, add that, go back to the event graph, delete that, custom event, trade, salt iron, update gold, add to inventory 1, snail trap. So I need to work on the functionality for the snail trap. This just keeps building and building and building and building. I don't know if I'm gonna get there tonight because yeah, I've hit 3 hours already. I might try to get some rest before my daughter wakes up because I feel like I've made a decent amount of progress. I need to set up the menu and stuff. I probably need to start making a list of things that I need to go through and add and test. I actually go to the blueprints. Add to inventory. Some salt iron. 7 salt iron, why not? I need to fix that camera. 2 salt iron. I should have 1 snail trap. Awesome. Okay. I really don't want to mess with the layout for the blacksmith, so I'm just going to mess with his camera. Yeah, that works a lot better. Okay. Alright. I mean, from where I was this morning, like yesterday into this morning, to where I am now, I am feeling a lot better because I still have Friday, Saturday, and I think Sunday till 11. I might check that though. To do all the things that I need to add to a list and then scratch off that list. But it's getting there. It's getting there. I still have 3 days, which in theory is 9 more hours per day. So yeah, I'm gonna put this down for now. I might hang out on the couch, or I might go lie in my bed. One of those two. Okay. Alright. I'm off. Thank you for hanging out with me. I'm really excited about where this is going. It's really cool that people chatted with me today. I love when people ask questions and stuff. So yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out with me. Bye. Have a good night. Killers, kill it, kill it, kill it.